Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, we went through Miss Maya Faye's testimony, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we have to present Nayna to the stand. If you're hyped for today's episode, make sure to like button sports, really appreciate it. Now we're gonna go for a break. Wait, what? There is no need. Nayna is in the waiting lobby. What? Nayna's here? I thought she's gone missing. It seems she was feeling unwell and simply wished to rest undisturbed. But her concern for Rafa brought her here today. She took time off without Rafa's knowledge of consent. I'm betting there's more to her disappearing act than meets the eye, Apollo. We have too many guests today in the court, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Nayna with that smirk.
Miss Nayna, do you understand why you have been summoned here today?
Is that what happens when you don't even have to wear that hat anymore? Yes, of course. I really can't do an old lady voice. I really can't. I'll try, but I'll do my best. Her Eminence has informed me that this man here suspects I have committed a crime. So this is Nayna. That's quite the hairdo, I say. Though I will say... I suppose I'm not as old as I have thought. If this hornhead nincompoop would take me for a criminal. Nincompoop? Isn't that Rafa's favorite insult? I guess Nayna rubbed off on her with all that time they spent together. You there, young hornhead. Yes? Oh, great. You're accusing me of slaying Mr. Inga and channeling his spirit, yes? What an active imagination you have. Young folk are so wonderfully open-minded. Thanks. Just take the compliment, Justice.
Now then, will the witness please proceed with her testimony? This court wishes to know if you did or did not channel Mr. Inga in his private quarters.
This is bad. She's freaking lippy. I'm no spirit medium, Sonny. I was feeling under the weather yesterday and decided to rest these weary bones. Besides which, a lowly servant such as I could not possibly be honorable spirit medium. Only members of the royal family can learn the art of spirit channeling here, Khura'in. What if you're the grandma? After Queen Amara's passing, Her Eminence, Queen Khura'in, is the only spirit medium left. If you believe a medium to be the culprit, it would have to be that young lass Maya Faye. And there you have it. It seems we have summoned her for nothing. Only those of the royal bloodline have the power of spirit channeling. That a servant such as Nayna could channel a spirit is a most unamusing jest. On the surface, anyway. But our line of reasoning has led us to this end, that Nayna channel Inga's spirit.
Alright, the defense may now question the witness.
This is really getting interesting. Alright, let's interrogate her. What do we have? I think all the choices just to press on for information. Under the weather yesterday and decided to rest.
Hold it!
Albie's dog stole your hat when you were in the courtyard yesterday afternoon. Was it after that you decided to take a rest? I had been feeling unwell all day and had pushed myself too hard. I kept feeling weak and dizzy, and that dirty mongrel only served to worsen my condition. Well, I sympathize with you, Nayna. You took the whole day off without informing Princess Rafa. She was very worried about you, you know. How very kind of her benevolence. But she need not concern herself with the welfare of a mere servant such as I. Except to Rafa, Nayna's not just a mere servant. To even think a mere commoner would channel spirits or slay a minister. What hogwash! 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 Besides which, a lowly servant such as I could not possibly be an honorable spirit medium.
Hold it!
I hear you're a head servant, isn't that right? Are you suggesting that position affords me the ability to channel spirits? Since you're the head servant to a family of channelers, I say it's plausible. If you wanted to, it's not possible for you to learn through exposure. I think not. Why, that goes against the very underpinnings of the Kingdom of Khura'in. To become a spirit medium requires a noble spirit and rigorous training, but most importantly, one must be a direct descendant of the founder. It is not simply some hobby one can take up in the matter of, what if she is a direct descendant? Like, she's really old, she could be through many years of experience. So commoners could never become a medium, no matter how hard they tried? That is common knowledge to all who are born and raised here, young cornhead. Only members of the royal family can learn that art of spirit channeling.
Hold it!
Okay then, what if you actually have royal blood in your veins, Nayna? Like a distant relative or something. I am from a line of humble fishermen, all the way back to my grandfather's grandfather. I have never heard talk of royal blood or noble ancestry.
Apollo, if spirit channeling is a secret art passed down from mother to daughter, then even with a royal ancestor, it'd be impossible to learn without the right training.
It is as the Barb once says, it also must be mentioned that this secret art is only taught here in the Kingdom of Khura'in in your country's Khura'in village. Khura'in.
Why aren't these things falling into place like I expected? I want Aster to continue her testimony.
After Queen Amara's passing, Her Eminence Queen Khura'in is the only spirit medium left.
Hold it!
Wait! Queen Amara was the victim of an assassination, right? Yes. Oh, she was a beautiful, gentle soul. Now she fell in love with a man of a dubious origins, and was murdered in a terrible blaze. Fate can be so cruel.
Except she's actually still alive. Poor Nayna's yet another follower unwittingly praying over an empty sarcophagus.
Amara, the queen who's been locked away and her existence in this world erased, but the fact that she is still alive shackles Nayna to Garen's will. Nayna, the only reason you're still staying there by that woman's side is because you're afraid of what would happen to Amara otherwise, right? We need to recount such ancient history. Let us continue. Last one. Believe a medium to be the culprit. It would have to be a young Les Hold
it!
Miss Faye was being held hostage. She was completely tied up and didn't even know Minister Inga's true name, making it impossible for her to kill or shadow him. Bah! I know nothing of that. Listen, you horned devil. Were you not just insinuating that it was Maya Faye who had channeled Minister Inga? My, how quickly you change your tune. No! I'm just quick on my feet when new information presents itself. I'm also quick to force my biggest smile when times like these demand it.
It's great that you're following my advice, Apollo, but try not to look so forced when you do it, would you? Nayna is right about one thing, though. Only those of the royal bloodline can be spirit mediums Khura'in. Common folk like us are out of luck.
Yeah, I guess so. Still, I think I'll finally be close to connecting all the dots once I point one big thing out. That she is bloodline? What do we have in our court record that could just say that she isn't? What do we have? What do we have? Why do I feel like that freaking diamond in the middle says she is? Yo, is there any way to show like the profile pics? Cause I want to see that. Inga's autopsy, black gloss, we can't show that. It's just right in our face. It really is. Bloodstain, gemstone, caked in sooth, burners. It seems to belong to Dirk. Fingerprint was stained. Mysterious blood stain. It's Dirk's blood. Painkiller shots. Purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on the forehead. There has to be a significance into this, because they all have a diamond. If not, I'm being racist here. That's all I can think of is... At 2 p.m., Dad slept at a Azar manhole, got yelled at by a dog and Warbod, and then threw a firecracker. The shocked look at Albie's face had Dad's in stitches when the police came along and detained the rebel. The noise spooked Shadow, who ran off. When Albie caught up in the courtyard, Shadow had what looked like to be Nayna's hat. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just trying to see if there's any on spirit channeling. Musician father without knowing his real name. No. As the son of the terrorist Dirk, Nayna was expelled. The idea of the sin's father. Blah blah. My guess would be depiction of the bloodline. But what proof do we have? I was feeling under the weather yesterday and decided to rest those weary bones. Besides which, a lowly service such as I could not possibly be an honorable spirit medium. Only members of the royal family could learn the art of spirit channeling here at Khura'in. After Queen Amara's passing, Her Eminence Queen Khura'in is the only spirit medium left. If you would believe Abeda to be the culprit, it would have to be Miss Maya Fey. Oh wait, Albie has one, so I would say that, no. I got nothing. What am I supposed to look? I really got nothing. What am I supposed to look? Because my only clue is the freaking details we have. Trial. Nayna. I'm no spirit medium, Sonny. Woman's photo. Woman's photo? You're not serious! Oh yeah, because she doesn't know that she was alive or something about that. Let's present that. That makes sense, and my freaking 3DS is on red. Alright.
Objection!
Okay, so I presented what makes sense in terms of the direct contradiction. I do not understand. Except I don't know how to make it make sense in the larger context of the case.
Well, is the French going to follow up its flawed objection with a sound explanation?
Oh, sorry. How do I put this? I believe there's a problem with Nayna's testimony.
Go on.
She asserted that she could not possibly be a spirit medium because, in Khura'in, only members of the royal family can learn how to channel spirits, correct?
I fail to see the problem in that statement, the friends.
Hold on, I'm getting to it, your majesty. Nayna stated an absolute falsehood. Since we know that Amara is still alive, at the same time, circumstantial evidence points to Nayna channeling Inga. I don't get it! After all, just after she entered his private quarters... That's creepy, just looking at the picture. I mean, her, whatever. Inga came running out screaming, despite he having been killed at 2 p.m. That would mean that Nayna channeled Inga, even though supposedly only those of the royal family are capable of doing so. Wait. Is it too late to ask for a refund on my trip down to Rabbit Hole? Mr. Wright? You may think I've lost my mind with this bluff, but if I can at least establish the possibility, I think it'll give us the break we need.
Wait a second. Are you going to propose what I think you are?
Yes, it's a huge risk, but I think there's a chance I can prove it. That she's Amara? Will the court please take a look at this photo? That's... If she's Amara, I'm done. This photo very existence to say nothing of the person in it. Contradicts the witness claim. Queen Khura'in is the only remaining spirit medium Khura'in. Okay, that makes sense. Horndabba, you mustn't! Oh, but I must. Under these circumstances. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they have not stated that she's alive yet. I don't think they have stated that she's alive. So that will bring a big old uprising to the freaking world. Or kingdom. So we have to say that she's alive. I think that's what he's trying to get at. But you already knew that, didn't you, Your Eminence?
Will the defense please explain who's shown in the photograph?
The person in the photo is the previous queen, Amara Sigatar Khura'in. Contrary to popular belief, she was never assassinated. In fact, she's very much alive.
What? But that's nonsense.
Take a good look at the law book in this photo, Your Majesty. Yeah, he's trying to expose the truth. The mark of the dragon branded on it could only have been placed there after Queen Amara's supposed assassination. So now he's exposing the truth that Amara's alive.
While I personally find it hard to believe, I will allow the defense to continue. You may proceed, defense.
Queen Amara's death was staged to keep her safe from her would-be killer. Yet, according to Derek, she's actually being held captive somewhere. But the real truth is that Queen Amara is not being held in confinement. Rather, she walks freely among us. You're not saying that she really is?
But how?
You can't say that she's really her. I was just joking. I was just joking that Nayna was Amara. Do not be deceived, Your Majesty. The red pepper is still weaving plausible lies. It is the cunning lawyerly art known as bluffing. But knowing this, there is no need to fear his forked tongue.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong, prosecutor, cause you'll be quaking in your boots soon enough. Is that so? It's my turn now, Nayna, to wake you up to the truth right before your eyes. We got one out of this. Queen Amara is still very much alive and has been disguising herself as... You can't be saying!
Take that!
But that's...
This is the simplest and cleanest explanation for everything we've covered so far. The person who killed Minister Inga. Someone with the intimate knowledge of the divination seance. The medium who channeled the minister in order to mask the real time of his death. Condense these traits into one person, you get a spirit medium of royal blood. And that person is none other than you, Nayna. Your true identity is the former Queen Amara and the killer we've been looking for all along. I was expecting for suspense music, but this is not the suspense I'm looking for. What?
Objection!
Yo, I was just kidding about her being Amara. What the heck? Have you finally lost your mind, Mr. Justice? What you say is beyond blasphemous, even in the depths of hell. Oh my, such frightening allegations.
Indeed, an absolute ludicrous to boot. Her Eminence Queen Amara yet lives. And is actually Miss Nayna here? You have truly gone off the deep end.
You don't have to take my word for it. In fact, a certain someone can help me prove it. Rifa? Your Eminence! If Queen Amara truly is dead, you should be able to channel her spirit right here, right now. Isn't that correct? She's twitching. Her eyes are twitching. I can deny it no longer. The lawyer speaks the truth. Nayna, the woman who stands before us, is Amara, the former queen believed to her parents. I was just joking!
Kuka! Paul Kuka!
I was just joking about that! What the heck? I was just joking! Finally. We finally got Inga's real killer on the stand. Nayna! No! Amara Sigata Khura'in! Please drop the act and tell us what really happened! She doesn't remember? Hello? Oh, dearie me, I guess I shouldn't have underestimated the power of youth. Well done, you young hornhead. Hello? 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 This is scary. What is going on? What is this? What is this? Whoa! I was getting tired of masquerading as an old woman anyway. It has been far too long since I last greeted you, good people Khura'in. It is I, Amara Sigata Khura'in, your former queen.
Queen Amara!
And I thought Garen's makeover was extreme.
Can it really be true? You are alive and well!
It is true. I feel as if I have been called back from the Twilight Realm. I fear I have caused all of you a great deal of distress. Amara, I am sorry I was unable to keep your secret any longer. I hope you can forgive me. It is quite alright, Garan. I'm safe now. For Dirk, that black guard who threatened my life will be recaptured soon enough. Wait a minute! So who's the main villain of this game then? My pointing was towards Garan, who actually killed Queen Amara so she could take the throne, and then Mr. Inga wants to throw a coup and become the king, and Garen was the one who killed Amara, but now this all does not make all my theories have gone down the drain. But yeah, I need not conceal my identity any longer.
Queen Amara! What does this all mean? Were you not killed in the fire 23 years ago?
I barely escaped that blaze with my life. But though I survived, I knew that scoundrel wouldn't make further attempts on my life. Therefore, I staged my death and abdicated the throne to my dear younger sister, Garan.
But the building of that great tomb, and disguising yourself as a lowly servant, why would you do such a thing?
Garan, I would have you explain. I wished for her to be close at hand. It was the only way I felt I could protect her. And it was the best way to hide her from the eyes of the public. After all, who could have conceived of Amara lowering her station to that of a servant?
She's got that right. Even Dirk thought Amara was being held captive in some far-off place.
He never even guessed she was living as a servant, right in plain sight. I must say, a life dedicated to the servitude of others is not the least bit disagreeable. It is quiet, humble existence, far removed from the tedium of regal duties. Ah, but those days of peace have ended. And it's all because of you, Hornhead.
You should consider yourself lucky if that's all this ends with.
If there is something you wish to say, then say it.
It doesn't matter who you are, you won't escape the crime you committed. The defense moves to indict you as Minister Inga's real killer.
But why? The motive.
What's this? You would accuse Queen Amara of homicide? The Grand Priestess of Khura'in, you can't do that! She's virtually a goddess in the eyes of her people.
If you commit the crime, you better be raised to the time. Be you a priest, saint, queen, or god.
I've never met such an egalitarian person.
Queen Amara, in your years disguised as Nayna, you would have learned about Minister Inga's disorder. So you knew you could dress in Dirk's clothes to forge a convincing seance vision. Isn't that right? Oh, ho, ho. What a curious character you are. You would label me a murderer? Open your eyes. Me, the one who the people regard as the reincarnation of the Holy Mother herself. You may be a grand figure in Khura'ism, but as a foreigner, you are just another suspect to me. It would appear your words are not in jest. I am to suffer the sullying of my good name with accusation of murder most foul.
Please, Queen Amara, forgive his impudence. The Lord knows not when he speaks.
Fear not, good majesty, for this is the sacred hall of justice. Though I am a grand priestess, understand, I am but a witness like any other.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I shall face this accusation with grace and benevolence.
Your compensation overfloweth your mercifulness.
Oh, young lawyer, in my benevolence, I must warn you that your assertion suffers from a tragic flaw.
Huh? There's a flaw?
Nayna. Yes, your mercifulness. Mercifulness? Who was present in the tomb when the murder was discovered?
Dirk's son Mari, Maya Fey, and the victim, Minister Inga.
Huh?
I see. That is a fatal flaw indeed. It appears Queen Amara couldn't possibly have gone to the tomb as Minister Inga.
What?
Why not?
Do not keep the defense waiting, Nayna. Explain how wrong he truly is.
Yes, your mercifulness. What happened to, yes, your mother?
Her benevolence, Princess Rayfa saw Minister Inga enter the tomb around 2:30. Yet you, the defense, claimed the person she saw was, hey, new picture, was the minister being channeled by Queen Amara. However, if her mercifulness had channeled him and moved to the tomb, then once she was done channeling, Queen Amara would have re-emerged and be left stuck in the tomb. Oh yeah, had she tried to exit before you all arrive? Princess Rayfa, who had been looking down upon the courtyard, would have seen her. However, her benevolence saw nothing of the sort.
What if she hid the sarcophagus?
In conclusion, Queen Amara could not have left the tomb without being observed. And yet, was she there in the tomb when the murder was discovered, defense?
I still suggest the sarcophagus, because this actually is her tomb after all.
Now, do you see? Your flimsy claim that had been uprooted like a sapling in a flood. Well, that was entertaining, Prosecutor Sanmati. Assume the prosecution of this case and clear your mother's good name. You wish for me to take over? Yes, prosecute your father to save your mother. What a poignant fate you bear, but bear it you must. Are you ready?
Yes, your eminence.
And there you have it, your majesty. I shall watch the rest of the proceedings from the sidelines. I relinquish complete control of this sacred hall to your authority once more.
Why, thank you, your eminence. Now then.
And with that, we'll be ending on today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Today's thumbnail pick will be the old lady Nayna. Tomorrow's thumbnail pick will be Queen Amara's testimony. If you all got to the comment saying why, a big old spoiler alert right there. If you say that's a spoiler right there, That's just the flow of this game. If you say it's a spoiler right there in the next episode that I'm gonna bust out Queen Amara's thumbnail pic testimony, then there is something wrong with you guys. I'm just saying. And last but not least, the freaking title will be Queen Amara's testimony. There is nothing else, nothing more. It's a walkthrough. I'm just saying it right now. If you guys have to, if any random viewer says, "Oh, it's a spoiler," right there, go back to this episode to the last very minute, and you'll see. If you guys say it, that's your warning right there. If you say it, I'm gonna bust it out no matter what. I'm gonna bust out that picture no matter what, cause it's literally the next episode gonna say Queen Amara's testimony. What else do you want me to call it as? Anyways, make sure to hit that like button, comment, performance. If you're new, favorite, like to see, subscribe, and Destructors X Team, and I'm signing out.